Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the American, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights will put toe to leather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Flames offense is on the field for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Army!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. You got to keep going.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Flames will send out the punt unit. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So Army's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Let's go! Ready.
The give to the fullback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. That's reeled in. It's Person. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man. It's Smith. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jenkins. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Flames are in the red zone. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they did.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Try to cap off this drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Reed. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback keeps it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Touchdown, Black Knights! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Vasco. Finds a tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive. The turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's short. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Black Knights are flying down the field.
Here we go. Ready?
Wants to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Catch in the middle. It's short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
On the set.
Now on 2nd and goal.
Cricket.
Back to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop, can they? And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, 3rd and goal. Sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
He's got it along the sideline.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Basco. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the fullback. Running into the open space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field, always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
Using his feet, and he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw, and it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Throwing right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Basco. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Reed. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Black Knights they snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but they made it interesting, but they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the big fullback. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Black Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly to the tight end. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football and lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly.
Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and block. Every play. You don't want to account for him, we'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. His 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Black Knights have moved it inside the 20. The give to the fullback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Finds space on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe. Breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Flames decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Reed. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Okay, ready?
The Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Get glued.
Calls his own number. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10.
Spider.
The option look. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll send the back in motion.
Ready?
Off play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Howell. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Mikey Stadium, alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Fullback's got it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Got it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Come on.
On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
On the ready.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right.
Turning it on! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Ready.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Moves.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play action fake. Right down the middle. Got it! They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
On the set.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to throw, it's out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice. very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.